Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Stormworks yet again, and today we're actually going to be starting a new build, which sounds insane, but that's what we're going to do. I haven't played Stormworks in quite a while though, so this could be kind of interesting, but what we're going to do today is build a supply ship type dealio with a diving bell attachment. If you don't know what a diving bell is, it's essentially a little room that you can lower down to the bottom of the ocean, and it's actually open, so you can actually see out the bottom. Anyway, let's go ahead and start building, and hopefully we can get quite a lot of it done today. Alright, so I have no idea how this is going to go, but let's go ahead and start building anyway. So, to begin with, let's go ahead and start by making the first bit go round. Really don't know how this is going to go, but I just want to do like 2 of those if I can. There we go. From there, we're going to go ahead and attach one of these guys on, and we're going to do like 5 of those. Yep, that looks pretty good. And then we're going to go backwards using these guys. This should give us quite a nice shape, at least I think so anyway, and that would be awesome. Right, let's go ahead and flip this over and do a few of these too. There we go. And I think that's the shape that I pretty much want. All right, so from there, we're obviously going to go ahead and drop this down and try and make that look nice. So I'm going to quickly do that, and then I'll show you guys what we've actually got in a second. All right, so this is what I've currently gone with. We've got 2 1x2s going downwards. Then we've got a bunch of 1x4s going downwards as well, which should change up the shape just slightly, but I think that'll look quite good. From there, we're going to try and add a bulbous bow to the front, I think. But first, I'm going to go ahead and add some sides to this, and hopefully that'll give us a really nice shape. And there we go. So that is it all built up, and honestly I do think that looks pretty good. At some point though, we do need to make sure that this goes in rather than continuously going out. Obviously that is causing a bit of an issue, although actually maybe that's fine. Nah, we'll have it go inwards a little bit, probably starting at the bottom though. I will have it go out all the way into this point pretty much. So if we can delete this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, we'll have these guys all be like this, and essentially that's where it will stop going round, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So send that all the way down there, send this down here as well, and all of this is gonna have to be flat. I know that seems really weird, but that's kind of how this is gonna work. At least I think so anyway. Alright, so I'm thinking from there what I'm going to do is actually attach one of these guys, and then we're going to go with one of these guys, and hopefully we can match all of that up all the way down, and it will be rounded off. Once we've done that, we'll come back to the front, and I think we'll try and add a bulbous bow to this. Maybe. Okay, so there it is. I've added the bottom bit all the way around the bottom, and that looks pretty good. So now, I think I want to extend most of the bottom bit backwards. I think that's what we're going to do next. Yeah, so let's go ahead and grab these guys right here. Go ahead and maybe not cut it. We don't really want to be cutting it. We do need it still, so we'll go ahead and put this there. We'll send it backwards even further, and we'll put this here. Now, I don't know what the length to beam ratio should actually be on this ship, so I'm just going to go ahead and go backwards until I feel like stopping. So we'll actually go backwards another, maybe 2 more. Here we go. 1 and 2, and let's see what that looks like. Overall, I don't think that looks terrible, and we will actually add sides to this, so it'll like go up a little bit, and I think that'll look okay, maybe. Alright, so I've added some sides to it. It is literally 2 blocks on top of what we just added. What I want to do from there is actually go from the top of this with one of these guys and go down if I can, and obviously that wants to go all the way down to here, but actually, you know what, I don't want to. Let's just go ahead and delete these. And we'll use these guys to go down instead. It'll go backwards even further, and honestly, probably look better. There we go. Then we'll add another one of these guys to the top, because I think that'll be kind of cool. And that doesn't look too bad. Delete, 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 delete. Go ahead and fill that in. And yeah, honestly, the ship's looking pretty cool. Alright, so from there, what do we want to do? Well, I do think that the level of this, in terms of the floor, should actually be around here. So we're going to go ahead and fill that in for now to around this point right there. I'm then going to try and fix all of these guys in so it doesn't look so weird up here. There we go. So I think that does look a little bit less weird. I've essentially shaped it so it looks nicer, I guess. And I do think I really like that, actually. From there, obviously the bridge is going to go even higher than this. So I'm not sure what to do there. But overall, it doesn't actually look too terrible. Alright, so one of the last things that I want to do at the back is actually send it upwards. I know it might be kind of strange to do this, but that is what I want to do. So, let's go ahead and grab this guy right here and essentially just drag it upwards. I'm going to do something along the lines of this. Yeah, seems a bit weird to begin with, but I think overall, in the end, this should look pretty good. Alright, so there we go. It might look a little bit strange for right now, but overall, I think that actually looks pretty good. So, what I'm going to do now is go down to about this height right here. Actually, let's go one further. Let's go down to here, and we're going to build the floor into there. Yes, I haven't really worked this out as to where it's going to go to just yet, but we'll figure that out soon. So, if I go ahead and just send that all the way down there, that's fine. If we then grab these guys, we could do something along the lines of... Oh, it's one out every single time. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and send these guys backwards like this. And I'll fill in the holes afterwards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam! There we go. Right, cool. So that's the front done, the back done, and the middle done, kind of. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if it can float. There it is right there. It is going to be a relatively small supply ship, but that's okay, because all it needs to do is have a diving bell. I know that sounds weird, but that's it. That's all I want. Alright, so let's go ahead and paint it a little bit and see what that looks like in the end. So I think the bottom of the ship is, instead of being red like we always do, it's probably going to be grey. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this around here all the way if I can. There we go. Making sure to get every single little piece. Go all the way down the side at this height as well. And then obviously around the back too. And yeah, around the bottom. That's what we need. So let's go ahead and switch to jug and jug all of this in. Yes, it seems a little bit insane, but sure. I might also end up changing this color slightly to be the more bright. I think more bright actually. Yeah. So a little bit brighter. Let's go ahead and paint this little bit right here. And then we need to jug all of the bottom as well. There we go. Is that high enough? Maybe. Alright, so from there, what color do we want the rest of it to be? Well, the rest of it is probably going to be red. So let's get our Frantic reds and just start jugging that in pretty much all the way around, including all of this up here as well, because we should. And these guys, there we go. Don't know about that bit. I might leave that bit white. Let's go ahead and paint this white down here as well. There we go. And honestly, I think that looks pretty good. Let's go to the back and do this guy as well. Here we go, jug this and that. And yeah, fine by me. Okay, so I'm going to change the grey. I don't really know how I want to go about changing it though. I think that actually looks okay. So it's less grey, more like grey but murky. You know what I mean? I think that's fine. Then what I want to do is grab the actual grey we just had. And I think place that around the top right there. And I guess also down here and also down the side as well. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'm also thinking the red being just a solid block of red might actually look a little bit bad. So we're going to go ahead and take this right here and make it white. Just a line down the side because I think that'll look good in the end. So drop that all the way down and I might actually do 2 of them. Yeah, so this is going to go all the way up to there. All the way down to here, and another one right there as well, just because I can. Alright, so there we are. I've added these 2 lines right here as well, and I'm not sure I'll keep those, but we'll see. Anyway, what I want to do from here is obviously add the bridge. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a door and shove it onto there. Here we go. So that'll be right there, just so we can figure out the height that this thing needs to be. There we go. And essentially that's going to be the floor that we use, or at least the floor height. So if we bring this out to the side, we'll have some little windows or whatever going on back here. Let's go ahead and send this backwards to like, I don't know, this point right here, I guess? Yeah, sure, that's fine. And all of this will be built in. So send that up to there, send that guy up to there. We'll add windows in here in a second, but first, we're going to bring it forwards. 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. And then bring it in like 4 as well, I guess. There we go. And then we should be able to get away with doing this along the front. So let's do this. Oh, I can't even. I'm trying my best to actually bring this in, but it's not really working out. There we go. Delete these guys and send this across from here. There. Yeah, okay. Right, that works. That totally works. And then from there, we'll build it up a little bit. Alright, that looks weird. It does. It looks a little bit strange. But from there, what we're going to do is build it up. So from here, we're going to go up about 2 of these, and then the bridge will go on top of this. Yes, that seems a little bit insane, but that's what we're going to do. So, build that down to there. That's fine. This is going to be the floor height right here. We're then going to get ourselves a door again. Here we go, one of these guys. Shove it onto there. And then we're going to have our next floor height just be on top of that. So build that out to there. Bring this backwards, and this is going to be the bridge floor. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so far, I do think this looks a little bit weird, and maybe not as good as maybe it should. So, let's go ahead and fill... Actually, no. Let's get ourselves some portholes. I don't really think it needs glass in here, but we can obviously go ahead and shove some in if we need to. So, let's go with, like, 4 of those, I guess? Yeah, shove one at the front, miss one, and then we'll do it like that. That seems okay. So, yeah, those guys are going to go in there. And now that I think about it, I don't want this to be white anymore. We're going to go ahead and just paint this to that point right there. Get rid of this guy down to here. Get rid of those guys as well. And I think a lot of this is going to be red too. So paint that, paint this, and these guys. There we go. Paint that guy and that guy. And maybe 1 or 2 more levels. I just want a little bit of green up here, that's all. So let's go ahead and send this across. Maybe another one. There we go. And I think, overall, the colouring on the front of that looks okay. There we go. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not very good at building ships because I end up making them either too small, too tall, too skinny, too wide. I do lots of things wrong. And I don't know if this is wrong. I actually kind of like it. The only thing is, I don't really know what to do with this area right here. I'm thinking of just leaving it as is, but maybe we actually build this in so that it looks nice. I don't really know how this is going to work, but yeah, if we do something along the lines of this from around here and just build it backwards to there, we can then attach that onto there like that. I could do something with this. Don't know what to do with this area, but maybe if we just attach it onto there like that, it'll be fine. And then, yeah, just do that. There we go. I think that's weird. I do. I think that's kind of weird, but maybe it'll look okay once we paint it. So grab each of these, go ahead and jug that, that's fine. Do this, go on back over. There we go, and maybe that is okay. There we go, maybe that is okay. I guess so. I could leave this going backwards to there, and I think that would be alright too. This bit being red might not make sense though. So maybe we actually do make it grey. Backwards to about there? Yeah? I don't really know. I don't really know. Alright, there we go. Do that. Paint all of these guys on the top. Alright, good. And that guy right there. Yeah, that's not going to be it. But maybe if the white goes backwards, maybe that will look okay. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, paint is a lot to do with how good this ends up looking in the end. So I'm trying my best to make it look okay in the end by painting it nice now. But I just don't know whether that's it, you know? Alright, I've painted the top line a bit red, and that seems to have sort of fixed my brain anyway, in terms of what that looks like, so we'll keep it as is. These guys are going to pretty much stay as is as well, although, now that I'm thinking about it, delete that, delete these, delete this one as well, and this one. I'm thinking if we put this at the front, like that, there's one. Okay, you miss one, and you have a gap. If I could put another one here, that'd be excellent. So I'm actually going to go ahead and delete that one, put that there. Put that there, and put that there, and then I'm going to fill all that centerpiece up, like so, and then we should be good to paint this red, paint that bit white, red, 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 yes, there we go. Alright, yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, so, what are we going to get up to next? Well, I honestly think we need windows on some of these levels, so I'm going to fill this in as much as I can in certain areas. And then we do actually need to add windows to this, so I'm not entirely sure what height these windows should be at, but I'm thinking maybe like 2s, or maybe even 3s, there we go. Go 3 back, there we go, and 3 back from there is here, there, yes. Okay, I actually kind of want to put portholes in there, so like these guys, but back a bit, I guess. So if I shove these guys in here like this, we then put in a fake wall, like that, there we go. And I guess I can just add like a bit of a shade over the top of these, and that would look okay. Yeah, not too bad. Let's get inside and see if they're at the right height though. Alright, so we are inside the vessel, and we can see out the windows perfectly fine. Let's go downstairs. Here we go, and see if these ones are as well. Yes, they are. What does it look like out on the front? Pretty good. Yeah, I'm actually pleased with this. This is awesome. Alright, so, what I want to do is finish up the front of this. I am actually going to use the weird green that I usually use, and that's going to be the floor color. I actually really like that as a floor color on a ship. I don't know why, so don't ask, but, yeah, I think that's really cool. Okay, I think it's time to add some windows to the front as well. We're going to delete those guys right there, go across 3, delete those ones, and I think, even though there's only a gap of 2, we'll actually put one in the center as well. Yeah, I just think that will look good. So delete this guy, and this guy. Shove all of these guys across the top already. There we go. And get ourselves a window and just shove it in. So that goes in there. Actually, does it go there or does it come out? Oh, we could actually have them poking out on this side. We could even have them poking out on this side. I don't know what looks best though, in or out? Not sure. I don't know. I'm going to put them in for now. So if we shove all of these guys into there, I guess that looks fine. I don't really know. Also, I feel like there's too many windows. So I might get rid of the middle one. Yeah. Too many windows, so get rid of some of them. Shove that back into there. Obviously, we need the wall to go back in. And that's fine. Yeah. Alright, I've also decided to add some windows down into the interior bit as well. Just because I feel like... I don't know, I guess that makes sense. Delete this guy right here. If we could fit a door on, that would be awesome. Want to go with one of these, and I'm just going to shove it on there like that, I suppose. There we go. Okay, fill that up right there. We can get into the building and out of the building too. Nice. Alright, so what is next? Well, I'm actually thinking of adding the back end now in terms of the actual way it's going to look. So, like, a paint scheme on the floor, maybe, like, woods, I guess? So, let's go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll come back to it and we'll see what it looks like after. Alright, so there it is. I put a bit of deck down, and honestly, it's a very, very repetitive deck, but I think it looks okay. So if you have a little look from here, yeah, you can see it's in, like, tiles, but I think that's alright. So, what I'm gonna do now, I'm not actually sure what I'm gonna do now. We need to make a way up to the bridge on the back. We need to make an actual bridge up there, and I guess we need, like, a funnel somewhere so that we can actually have some exhaust coming out of it. Probably on the back of this, right? I don't know. Alright, so I think we should actually build this out to around there and just send it all the way across. We're then going to do a very similar thing up here, so fix that in for now, I suppose. And I wanted it to be down there, but actually it's going to have to go higher. This is annoying, but sure, we're going to go ahead and build this out right here. Okay, we're then going to have a way of getting into here. Which I'm not sure what that's gonna be, but, like, we need a way in. Also, this is gonna have to go down, unfortunately, but I guess that's fine. We could do something with it. There you go. Alright, so that's 3 wide. This is, like, 5 wide. So we just need stairs up to here, then we need stairs up to there, and then we need to actually get a door into the inside. I think that's fine. Alright, before we do any of that, though, we need some actual doors down here. So let's get ourselves, like, 4 doors, I guess? And just shove them into this. I don't know how big they need to be. Just below the top. There we go. Let's do this. Smack it into there. And I guess we could do one in the center somewhere like this. Alright, awesome. Whack that up to there. Very nice. Okay, so one set of stairs is in, and I think that's okay, except sort of not really. If I wanted to, though, what I think I could do, maybe, is clear this, grab this one up to there, essentially, copy it, and move it, like, straight up. I don't know whether this is going to do anything perfectly, but yeah, if we go ahead and do that, there we go. We can then obviously delete all of these guys. There we go. Delete this one, and have a stairs top at the top. Just like this. Bosh! And then I guess we could just go ahead and fill this in white to begin with. Do this. And I guess we just paint around the outside with this color. There we go. And we paint the top with this. And then we merge it all together and spawn it in. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's going to look okay. But maybe it's going to look ugly. No, I think that works. Alright, there we go. I've added a bunch of railings to this because I figured that made sense, and yeah, I actually really like it. So, what I'm going to do now is delete that guy right there, and I'm going to send this guy down. However, I'm going to get rid of this right there. We're going to go to rocket, yep, and I think this is going to look nicer if we do it like that. Yeah, I just think it's a little bit of detail that doesn't need adding, but we've added anyway. Yeah, I'm actually a-okay with that. Now that we've done that, though, we now need to add Probably a door up here. So let's go ahead and delete those and shove one of these in. Deleting the top piece, obviously. Shove that into there. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with that. I would actually like another floor on this if I could. But I think adding some stairs to actually get up one more might be a pain in the butt. Maybe. Okay, you'll never guess what I did. Bam! We got more stairs. So this actually allows us to go from the bottom all the way up to the bridge if we need to. I don't know why you wouldn't or why you would need to, but let's go ahead and see if it's actually possible. So up these stairs, yes, around the back of this, and up here. And this is where the bridge will be. Nice. Alright, so now that all that's done, we need to actually add some windows to this. Really don't know how this is going to go. I think I'm going to build this in quite a bit like that. I'm also going to do it right here as well. And I think we will add these across the front as well. But like on their side, I guess, to try and make it have just that little bit more detail. If we need it, of course. Anyway, let's go ahead and build this backwards to there. Very good. And now we need to start adding some windows. This is something that I don't really want to do, but we're going to try it anyway. Alright, so I think we're going to have to start with this one down here, somewhat like this. So let's go with, in fact, let's make them black for now. Go ahead and shove that into here at the front. There we go. We're then going to add a 3x3 on top of that. There we go. To go backwards from there, we are going to go ahead and, I don't know how this is going to work, particularly, but we're going to go ahead and try and shove one of these onto there. But going backwards, I don't know how this works. Right, I'm going to go ahead and try and get a shape for this, and then I'll be back with you guys once I've got one. Alright, I tried to go with a flat one, but honestly, I do think that looks really ugly, and I don't like it. So we're going to get rid of that and come up with something else. Alright, so I've turned it so that it looks like this now. I don't know about this piece right here in particular, but the rest of it looks sort of okay, I guess. I don't really know. I'm not very good at making windows out of modded stuff. Or I guess XML edited stuff. But yeah, I don't really want to use the XML edited stuff if possible. So that's why I'm not doing it on this one. But anyway, we are going to make this slightly taller because I do think that looks better. I do want some wings on this. So it actually juts out right here somewhere, so that we can actually walk out sideways a little bit. I think that'd be really cool. So that's the next thing I'm going to focus on. Right, so I was trying to figure out a way to actually put some wings on this, and I have added these guys right here, but I don't think it looks very good, to be honest. I tried to add it so that we had some windows as well, but again, I just don't think it's going to look very good, or actually work very well either. So I'm actually going to get rid of these. And all of this, and actually I'm going to put it back to how we had it originally, without these guys on the sides. Although maybe I'll do something later, I'm not sure. But for now, we need to just get rid of everything right here, and hope for the best. Alright, get rid of all that, good. And get rid of all these guys, very nice, including these, and I think I'm just going to have to shove these back on, honestly, which isn't really what I wanted. I did want to have like some little wings on this, but never mind. So shove that back in there, shove these guys back onto there, and yeah, I don't know what to do with this now. Okay, so I've shoved a triangle in that corner instead, and I do think that looks better. And now all I'm going to do is actually stretch this to the back, and we'll have a flat back on it, I guess. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is the current situation. I have sent it backwards, and I do think I'm gonna do this up the backside. Excuse me? Alright, cool. And yeah, I think I could just leave it somewhat like this. However, now that I'm actually thinking about this, I want to delete this guy, and all of this. And all of this as well, if possible. And then all of these guys. And then all of this. And all of this. And that. There we go. Alright, cool. So delete all of those. And I don't know whether I want to do what I'm about to do, but we're going to check it out. So let's go ahead and shove this into here and do this. We are probably going to have to delete most of that as well and come up with something new. But if we go to Windows and we go to this type of dealio and we shove it onto there like that, I think. No, actually, I'd like to put it one back. So if we shove this onto here and here, there we go. We then get one of these, we shove it onto there like that, but in black, obviously. We then delete this and delete that, shove this guy back into there like this, and yeah, we can have like a squared off side, I think. I don't really know. So if I put that on there, and we do this, maybe, we can send that up to the top like that. We can then fill in this guy right here. Yes. And that bit, I guess. Yeah, sure. And then all we need to do is fill this in right here. Shove an angled piece on this bit right there. And then we can have the side be flat, I think. So 3 by 3, let's go ahead and shove one of those into here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5, if we wanted it to be like that. Otherwise, we'd actually delete those, and we'd have it go like this instead, wouldn't we? So one of those, then one of these, then one of these, then one of these, and then one of these again. Yep, and then one of those. Yes. Luckily, that actually all fits, which is nice. I think I'm going to delete this, come up with a new way of doing the roof. That would be okay. In fact, if we delete all of that, and I delete all of this, and these guys, I guess? Yep, sure. I think we can probably get away with just doing this down the side. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All the way to the back. So flip that over. Delete these all the way to there. And do this. All the way across the top like this. And then I think I'm going to have to delete these two and these two. And I'm pretty sure this will go on here like this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, very nice. Maybe. Very nice, maybe. I don't know how I feel about that. I still think it looks kind of bad, to be honest. But yeah, let's go ahead and just fix all this in for now. Is that window on the outside? That window is placed on the outside. Interesting. Do I think that looks better, or do I think that looks worse than before? Not sure. Yeah, again, I feel like that's not quite what I want, to be honest, and I think I will be deleting it very soon and coming up with something new, but for now, that's just what we're gonna have. So, this is our ship as it stands. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it, and whether we should actually continue with it. What I'm gonna do, though, before we actually finish this, is I'm actually gonna get rid of this. I don't like it. I do not like it, and I might have to come up with something new. In fact, I'm definitely gonna have to come up with something new. But delete all of that, and I guess I'm going to start getting rid of the front of this too, because reasons. So get rid of that, get rid of all of these, and all of these, yes, including this, and this, and this. So for now, we'll leave it with the side windows, but not the front ones. Okay, right, cool. Anyway, yes, again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, whether I should continue with it, whether I shouldn't, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where hopefully we'll have a bridge, and we'll be able to put the diving bell crane stuff on the back. Thanks for watching, and goodbye!